Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do another smoke job here today. I'm going to try something different here. Okay, what we got is I'm going to cook 3 different hunks of meat, 1 big piece of beef and 2 pork roasts. And what we got going here is I'm starting up some charcoal on the charcoal chimney. I'm going to dump it in this empty spot, and hopefully it'll burn slowly along this row and along this row and ignite my smoker pellets, and hopefully I'll get it like a 4 or 5 hours of burning on that. We'll see what happens. I'm just kind of guesstimating. All right, it's going to be hot coals pretty quick here. Okay, dump the charcoals in here in the empty area. Soon it'll start burning these other charcoals over here and go down the line and a little down that way. We have 2 pork roasts and 1 beef roast on there. So we'll just have to keep track and see how long it takes. The pork's going to take a little longer than the beef, I imagine. Okay, so far the temperature's coming up. I got about 225-ish. I wanted to go to the top of the yellow and maybe hold there. Even up to 250 would be okay. Anyway, look, we just have a little bit of light smoke coming out, which is perfect. It's going to be good stuff. It's only been about 15 minutes so far, so I'm just going to let it sit there for about 2 hours before I open it. Check it out. Okay, we're about 2 hours into this here, and the pork is getting that barky stuff on there. The beef is not cooking as fast as I thought, so I moved it closer over here to the flames. We'll see how that goes. Still only like about 120 degrees in the meat, in all of them so far. So let them cook longer. Still have a lot of coals left. Okay, we're still a little over 200. And as you see, I wrapped these in foil about an hour ago. But the coals are still lit. I think it's been about 4 hours already. And I just checked the temperature with the thermometer. And all the meat is cooked. We're just going to let it sit there and let it soak in its own juices and tenderize for a little while, and then it's going to be probably maybe 1 more hour, and I'm going to lose my temp here and have to take them off. All right, folks, well, I took the beef roast off of the grill, and it came out pretty good. It's a little bit on the well done side, but it is tender and still juicy because I kept it wrapped in foil. I tried just a little corner taste of it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it back up and let it sit here a while. Then it'll be nice and tender for dinner tonight. Alright folks, well I just took these pork loins off of the grill and they came out really good. This one is real easy to tear down. It's kind of going to be like pulled pork. I imagine I could probably slice it if I wanted to, but came out pretty good. And actually it smells like ham. I put the brown sugar rub that I made on there and it came out pretty good. Alrighty, well I'm going to finish tearing this down and put it in the container. We're having some good grub tonight. I started tearing this pork apart and I just poked it with a fork a few times and it freaking just fell apart like that. So yeah. Tender victuals there, and you can see the outside edge of it got pretty smoked. I smoked it for 2 hours with heavy smoke and then 2 more hours with light smoke, and then I wrapped it in foil, cooked it for 2 more hours, so 6 hours altogether to cook these. They were, I'm guessing, about a 3-pound roast each one, so about it. Maybe I cooked them a little longer than I should have, but they came out good. Okay, folks, there's the finished product. What I did is I ripped up all that pork and shredded it down, and I put it in my little container and in layers, and I put some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on there. Maybe almost a half a bottle, a little less than a half a bottle. You see, it's not really drowning in it, but enough for it to soak in and get some sweet flavor on there. So I'm going to put the top on this, just let it sit on the counter here for a little bit because it's still really hot. Then we can have some pulled pork sandwiches later. Good stuff.